Welcome to my channel, Level Headed with Levi D. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, and set the bell notification to all. If you currently are not getting my notifications, please turn the bell setting to none and turn back on to all. Please also share this. Let's get into it.
Don't wait up, I've been working hard every day, living dreams for a pay stub, yeah, straight up. 5 years later, like I said, I would make it on my way up. It's all up, coming from the nation, made a foundation, true stuff, yeah, too tough. We ain't giving up on our dreams, everything is ahead of us. Stay true to your path, it's not where you start, it's all where you're at. It's where you end up when your back's to the mat. Do you cripple the flat or get up off your back? Deliver these facts to see them react. The stadium's packed, they all gonna snap. The motivated attract, the escalated attack. The frustrated hit back, yeah, we move fast. I wanna change everything, I swear I'll do anything, just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free, I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. It's automatic, I'm always getting after it. If you ain't working, I don't understand what's happening. There's not enough time just to be imagining. You gotta take some action towards practicing. I know it's not easy, but you gotta get out there. Make your own meaning, can't afford to have doubts. They'll interrupt dreaming, I just wanna look out there. The crowd all screaming. I wanna change everything, I swear I'll do anything, just to get where I wanna be. I won't stop till I'm free, I won't stop till I'm free. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go. I won't stop, no, I won't let go, I won't drop, no, and I won't let go.
Welcome in. Today we're going to cover Eliza Fletcher's case. We're going to show the affidavit today and go over some of the other info. We are covering this on 2 different streams. I don't know who's in this stream and who is over at Darkness Exposes stream, but it is playing both of them, and Darkness Exposed will be here later on, as she is working in the background on some things right now. And I just want to say hi to everybody. Hello, Half Pint. I haven't seen you in a while. It's so nice to have you here. Hello, Iris, Amy, Kelly Thunder, Sweet Caroline, Bling, Frankie Rose's True Crime, Miami Spice, Sluggish Sleuth, Darkness Exposed. I know Arctic's in the background listening. Juju Bones. I know Checking Convictions is also in the background listening. But we're going to get into it. Just sit tight for 1 second. I got to check something. All right. Sorry about that. All right. Now I am all yours now for the duration of this. Let me just pull up my other screen here. A lot of you, I think, nice to be here, been busy and mostly playing catch up. That is awesome, because this case I haven't followed like my colleagues. Hello, Scott Watts. I haven't followed like my colleagues here have. They've been doing some lives. I've watched their lives. I know some information on this case, but I've been working on some deep diving on some people in the Michael Vaughn case, and have been out of tune a little bit here. But let me share my screen here real quick. Share screen. And then we'll get into the court hearing. We will show the press conference. Dazed and confused. Hello, how are you? Let me just bring this up here real quick. All right, we will be going over this here. Hold on here 1 second. See where I am at. Got it. We will go like some, put myself down here. ABC 724. Let me pause this for 1 second while I talk. If you don't know, hold on here 1 second. I will get the thumbnail brought up. Here is the thumbnail of Eliza. Let me take me Fletcher. She was taken while out jogging. And this is the house. This is the house that she was found in. We will get into it here. We're going to start with the court case, with the court stuff. This case has been a wild one. Yeah, it's been a very wild one. We're going to start with the little court hearing here. I am having problems with my lives. I need to find a way to boost my internet ideas. Regression. And I have to check your internet speed. We can do that later on. This afternoon, Frankie, I'll send you a link to StreamYard, and I'll help you figure out how fast your internet is. So, all right, we're going to go to the courtroom coverage. Then I have another little thing that we're going to play on him after he did what he did. Then we're going to watch the press conference from yesterday. I'm going to weigh in on some of my opinions here and the way that I see things. And then when Darkness comes on here in a little bit, she'll weigh in on some stuff. I know she's been watching this one real closely and has done some lives with some of our other team members on their stuff. I just saw the titles were the same on both your channels and clicked to see if something was going on. No, we stream on both of them, Tiffany. I think you're over at Darknesses, but we stream on both of ours a lot of the times. And yeah, so Darkness will be here in a little bit. And then if other people want to come up, they can come up later on after we show some of the stuff. I'm going to be playing the court appearance here. And by all means, copyright. This is for educational purposes as well as research. So we've been researching this since she went missing as a team in the background. And that is why we will be playing this. And I will be stopping it in between periodically to point out some things or to take some questions and stuff in the audience here. And we'll get going from there. And all right, let's get into it. I think I put it over here. So, all right, I'm going to mute out for a little bit so that we can hear here.
Garner, do you swear or affirm the information that you have provided and that you will give to me will be the truth, is the truth, and your affidavit here, sir? All correct? Let me put your hand down. In your affidavit, Mr. Garner, you were asked to fill out these questions and answer them. Question number 12, you left it blank. The question is, will you or your family be able to make your bond? And you did not answer yes or no. Can you tell me the answer to that question? Can you or your family make your bond for you? Say it again. You don't have to, sir, you don't have to lean forward. I can hear you. Just sit back so I can see your face. It helps me too to hear what you're saying. Will you be able? You can't go into the facts of the case right now. The question is, can you hire a lawyer? Can you get help to hire a lawyer or no? If you're not able, I'll see about appointing a lawyer for you. Can you hire an attorney, sir?
So they're just going through just regular court appearance information here, getting the information out there, having them swear under oath. And I don't know if this is his part or if it's coming up in this video, but we're going to continue to listen here.
All right. I'm going to appoint a lawyer to represent you at this time, Mr. Gardner. Your affidavit statements here will be filed, and I'll have you later brought to the courtroom to fill out the rest of these questions here, just a couple of questions. But based upon what you're saying to me now, you're not able to make bond and you're not able to hire a lawyer, correct? Is that correct? I understand. I can't go into the facts of the case right now, Mr. Gardner. Wait till you speak with your lawyer privately. The law presumes that you're innocent. In a statement, an affidavit here, concerning. Who was the other person that was supposed to be? I'll ask them to come to bring them down to the courtroom. Have the rest of you. I think there's only one other person on. Yes. Have that person brought down to court rather than waiting on this video. Yes, please. Brought to the courtroom. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's patience. For those news outlets, media who have sent in a request to be allowed to video, I have orders here to sign and to send to the various agencies with the addresses and emails provided to approve that. If you haven't sent in a request at this time, I will not require it due to the number of media requests. Appreciate everyone's cooperation and patience.
Darkness. Okay. Juju is going over there as a mod over in Darkness. All right. We'll continue on here. They're preparing us here. And anybody that's watching over at Darkness will be up here on panel here in a little bit. And we'll be co-hosting this. For now, though, it is me by myself. And we'll get into it here.
Again, you're here only to video or to photograph the defendant. No one else. No one else in the courtroom is to be photographed or video. I want to make that clear, please. Where's this case? I'm going to ask that we, yesterday, the defendant, number one and number two, Mr. Ashton Henderson, stated that his current legal correct true name is Henderson. So if we could change that for the record, based upon his statement as to his current name, his true valid name, to be Cleopa Henderson, based upon his statement. The report started a little bit later this morning due to a request for in-chambers discussion with the state prosecutor's office and appointed counsel from the Office of the Public Defender. And the appointed counsel is Jennifer Case. I'll hear from her on her motions here in just a moment concerning representation. And I'll allow Ms. Case to discuss that with Mr. Henderson right now. I'll certainly hear from your state as well. Are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor, I have discussed matters with Mr. Henderson this morning, and he does confirm that he would like to be referred to as Henderson.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I have raised an issue with the court, brought it to your attention this morning, and I've explained to my client that until the issue is resolved, there can't be any hearings held in the case. Mr. Henderson understands.
All right. State what you heard.
We understand that, too, Your Honor. We have asked, Your Honor, with Ms. Case present, to file a written motion. Obviously, Mr. Henderson had not been charged with murder at the time of his arraignment yesterday. He now has. We've asked Your Honor to consider that change in circumstance and temporarily show no bond set on Mr. Henderson, acknowledging full well that he has the right to a hearing at a later date, and understand Your Honor is going to resolve the other issue quickly.
The motion previously filed by defense counsel concerning extra judicial statements being made regarding the case will be considered. That was filed by current counsel. An issue has been raised by defense counsel concerning representation. In order for me to resolve that issue, I need certain records from various courts and from the state to hear from them with anything they want to file in response, as well as the current counsel in this case. And I think we're pretty much close to that, but as far as
I'm just going to pause it there just for 1 second. This is high adrenaline right now in this case. There is high emotions surrounded by this one. So as you can tell when they're speaking and stuff, that everybody's on alert. Everybody wants to make sure that they have all eyes are on them right now. So they're trying to follow all the procedures and try to get everything done. So we will go from there. Hold on here 1 second. I'm going to mute out again, and then we'll continue playing.
several decisions and records that I need to make a decision. So I'm going to order at this time that Mr. Henderson, based upon the new charge, Mr. Henderson, you're now charged with first-degree murder. I did advise you yesterday concerning the other charges, especially aggravated kidnapping, tampering with fabricating evidence in a criminal case. The bond in that case was set as $500,000. And now in this case, the state has filed and you are charged with first-degree murder. So in light of the change of circumstance, with the additional charge in that case, first-degree murder, I'm going to order that there be no bond. The $500,000 bond will be revoked pending a hearing for bond. And to have a proper lawyer represent you on that, in light of Ms. Case's issues that were raised, which I'll not go into till I can resolve them, hopefully by tomorrow, and see about another lawyer for you if necessary. First, I have to make a ruling on the motion filed by current defense counsel. So the status of the case will be that your case is Mr. Henderson for tomorrow, which is set on the first case, the record 220182222. On the additional charge having been filed in that case of first-degree murder, there will be no bond set pending a hearing for bond. A hearing on that bond. No bond. In the second case, 22018270, on the charge involving theft, identity.
Hello, Darkness.
Hello, and hello, everybody in chat.
Thank you for coming. It looks to me like they revoked his bond, huh? Like
They did.
They're taking it all away, and there's no bond. He's being held with nothing.
Yes, and
So-
the name change was interesting. That's something I'm still looking into, seeing why his last name is Henderson and not Abston. But he is an absolute monster. He should never have, in my opinion, he should never have been out. Sexual predators cannot be rehabilitated. It's a proven statistic. He is a predator, and simple as that. And luckily, one's off the streets.
True Kindness Shannon said Anderson, I thought. Maybe it's Anderson, not Henderson. It's hard to hear because it's not very loud.
Yeah.
And that was the best I could get it to get turned up.
Let me double check.
Cleotha Anderson Abston. I think his full name is Cleotha Anderson Abston. Is what
Okay.
she said. Which
Okay.
may be right, or Cleotha Henderson Abston.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. That's interesting. At least they're doing the right thing here, holding him.
According to Daily Mail, they have it Henderson. Cleotha Abston Henderson.
Oh, Henderson at the end, huh?
Uh-huh. And well, no, we've still got that up on screen. I was going to say I could share.
Oh, you can go ahead and share your screen, and I can flip between the two.
Oh, okay.
There you go. I can move us to the side. Hold on.
Okay.
There.
Oh, and he could face the death penalty, which is good.
Abston Henderson, 38.
38, has been charged with first-degree murder, especially aggravated kidnapping. He was previously jailed for 22 years. He was sentenced to 24, but he got out 2 years early for kidnapping Kemper Durand in 2000. And Kemper Durand actually worked. He passed away now, but he worked for the same law firm where Eliza's uncle currently works. So he got out in 2000, and records do show that he was previously arrested for, trigger warning, raping a man and several sexual assaults before he turned 16, and was first in juvenile court at just 11 years old.
So
My
his
goodness.
first court appearance was. So it says records show that he was previously arrested. Okay, and then before he turned 16, and was first in juvenile court just at 11. I'm curious. I wonder what his juvenile court at 11 was for. But I bet you that
I doubt we're ever going to get that.
Yeah.
Juvenile records are usually sealed. I mean, it might come out if it's anywhere related to Eliza's death, it may come out. If he takes it
Yeah.
to trial, I'm sure it'll come out in trial.
Well, I'm sure he probably pretty much has to take it to trial. Otherwise, I don't see why he wouldn't.
Yeah.
But who knows? I mean, I don't know. As we show other things, I'll say why I said who knows. Was this a 1591 South Orleans Street trash bag containing her purple
Lululemon.
Lulu,
Yes.
what does it say? Lululemons?
Lululemon.
Uh, 1666 Victoria Street. Body found in long grass next to something. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
That is approximately 4 hours after Eliza's abduction. He was seen cleaning out his vehicle. So there goes the SUV. And then you'll see the monster. And this explains why the dumpster was taken. So here he comes right there, walking. And that was it. That's the house where she was found. And then they just roll through the surveillance footage again. But this is I believe it's this apartment building that Mario Abston resided.
So this wasn't even his residency. He just knew there was a dumpster there.
Right. And then you can actually see in his hand, it looks like there's a trash bag. Yeah. An absolute monster. And I heard it also on a Daily Mail article, and I've got it somewhere in my archives, but that he had actually been watching other joggers, and that also he was propositioning women for sexual favors. And people just called him a creep. Those who knew him called him a creep. So let's see. So 4:20 in the morning, or 4:30. So that was here right by the University of Memphis, where she was snatched and put into a GMC Terrain. And they have said violently. They haven't described what he did, but we do know that there was a struggle. 1591 South Orleans Street is right there by Mario's apartment. Oh, no, sorry. So 1591 South Orleans. So it's down the street from where his apartment lives, where his brother lived. Trash bag containing her purple Lululemon shorts were found. Here was the apartment, and that was what was on CCTV. Then they spotted him here on traffic cam at 5:52 in the morning, last seen turning left onto Person Avenue. And then 1666 is the abandoned duplex, and she was found in the long grass. I have a picture. I think I do. Let's see. Oh, I had put it on. Looks like I had just got it for the thumbnail. But this shows how overgrown the grass was near the duplex. And on Friday, they are actually going. So if you are local in Memphis and if you are a jogger yourself, I highly encourage you to take part in this. But there is a Facebook event that they want to finish Liza's run, and that they want to finish the miles that Liza didn't get to. And I think that is a beautiful way to remember and honor her legacy.
Yeah. So what is so scroll down a little bit more. So it says when asked whether Abston Henderson should have been released earlier after spending 22 years in prison for kidnapping a lawyer, Malloy said, "It's easy to talk about things.
2020 is hindsight.
Is hindsight, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you would think at being such a young age and then coming out that you would change, but some things for some people just don't change.
You would be surprised the amount of recidivism that happens. And even in my just 1 year of being in prison, I saw people that had left come back, and it was quite staggering. And it's what one was. That was one thing that really kind of pushed me to change my direction. So here it shows the crime scene. So beautiful. So beautiful. And one that, oh, go ahead.
Do we know what the connection is with the shears yet that were taken from the property?
No, not yet. I have seen some speculation that he possibly did lawn work or yard work for the family. And he did work for a cleaning service. That's actually when he was working, and a job for the cleaning service at the Mapco Theater when he swiped that woman's wallet. And that's what the identity theft and credit card charges, that's what they are in regards to. And so he was at work when that happened. So it would be kind of history that he picks his victims at work.
Yeah. Well, the docket just posted something, and I was trying to read it, but I think it went off of my. I don't know what that has to do with, but did you see the post that he just put?
No, not yet, but I will. Let me go over there.
I don't know. It says suspect in Memphis targeted, kidnapping, jailed, second suspect still at large, and I don't know what case this is.
Oh, is that the Target kidnapping?
Oh, maybe that. Yes, that Target kidnapping. Yeah. Sorry, I thought it meant targeted kidnapping.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, that's the that was the vehicle that was stolen with the baby, and where they robbed the mom at the ATM, or took her to an ATM. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'd have to look at the paperwork.
Oh, there, Juju read in the comments that he may have worked for car detailing and
that would make a lot of sense.
And maybe he borrowed the shears to do whatever because they didn't have one.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just think that they wanted that for some type of DNA, whether she used it that day or if somebody else used it.
Right.
somebody had used it at some point. So
Well, we know that, okay, so she was abducted at 4:30. We know that he was cleaning the vehicle 4 hours after, and they already had him on their radar. They didn't go to the house until the first evening. So it was, a pretty good time span from when they actually went to the house. So I have just my suspicions. I would think if the shears are significant and he used those shears working for the family, did they go to to Richie and say, "Hey, do you know this guy?" And "Hey, yeah, he trimmed my bushes, X number of months ago." Okay, what tool did he use? So his DNA would be on there because his DNA was already left at the scene at and they with the slides. So they would have had his DNA from that. They would have been able to do a rapid DNA test and find it in the CODIS system, because when you go through prison, your DNA is taken. So
yeah,
maybe it was to confirm the that was their suspect.
had to be, but why the laptop? The laptop maybe for evidence of paying the service, maybe.
Yeah, or any communication with him.
Well, how far? How the house that she was found in? How far is it from this apartment building?
From, let's see, I'm gonna have to map that.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, I
Oh wait,
just
no,
curious if
actually,
it's, like, around
it
the
was
corner.
on. It was on the map. Where's the map? Where's the map? There it is. Okay.
All right.
So here to here.
So
Not
less
very
than
far.
2 blocks, maybe 3 blocks away. Not far
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
On the opposite side of the park.
Exactly. Let me pop this over here, and then
Uh-oh. She booted herself. We're going to play the rest of this until she comes back here. See if we can hear some more of this.
Theft and fraudulent use of a credit card. There'll be no bond set in that case. So the defendant held without bond pending a bond hearing with counsel. I'll try to resolve these issues as quickly as possible. I'll hold them for tomorrow. There are, as I said, a few documents and court records that I need to review, which counsel are making every effort to get to me as quickly as possible so I can make a ruling by tomorrow to see whether there needs to be a change of counsel or not. So we'll hold the cases for tomorrow so I can make that review, research, and make a ruling. And we'll take it up in the morning. Tomorrow is September the 8th. And pending my decision, Mr. Henderson is to be held without bond. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Right. Mr. Gabriel here?
Doesn't appear it is yet.
Thank you.
yeah, we really didn't get much information on the hearing. So this is brother's apartment.
He wasn't even cuffed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Unless they were down behind him, like the long chains. I don't know.
Yeah. He could have had waist chain. Did he have waist chains and shackles
Maybe,
on?
maybe I don't know. He was able to put his hands down by his side.
Interesting. And maybe they uncuffed him to sign documents or something.
Maybe.
So this is where 1765, right here, is South Orleans Street, is where the brother's apartment is, or was. Don't think he's living there now. Now we're going to go to 1591. Which is just right over here. And this is where the shorts were found. Now we'll go to 1666 Victor Street. So just all right here, because here's where it was near Lincoln Park where the shorts were found. And then the apartment is just right over there. So 1666 Victor Street. Right there.
So he lived at that residency?
He lived, let's see. That was the lakes at Ridgeway where they found.
So then
So
I guess I'm asking why, how did he know that house was empty, or what connection is that with him?
maybe the brother, because that's the general area where his brother lived, and that's where he went to go clean the vehicle. But the lakes at Ridgeway is where he was taken into custody. So that's all the way over here.
Yeah.
And then, let's see, she was taken from Central and, let's see, Central and Zach Curlin. And that's how far from his apartment. Oops. Bear with me, guys.
She'll be right back. As she deals with some personal stuff in her life. And yeah, so this is interesting that Central Avenue curling. Wow. There just has to be some connection to that. He probably knew the area well. Well, I think if there was tall brush, like the picture that she showed there, and you've driven by there, you would think that that would be neglect. So obviously nobody lived there, but I could be 100% wrong. I don't know that answer. That's something we'll find out later today. If somebody lived in there or not, I don't know. If he had lived there or not. So yeah, I'd imagine that he knew the area really, really well. Let me see what else I can pull up here. See if I got the let me just go to something else that I probably have here while Joe is doing what she needs to do here. We'll go over the affidavits here. So I do have them. Let me see if I can get these. Save as image. I'm going to save this one as an image here real quick. And then we'll go over the affidavit here. Oops, I didn't want to do that. All right, so let me switch screens here real quick. All right, there we go. We'll go sidebar. It was abandoned at the time she was found in tall grass near the complex, I believe. Yeah, that's what I believe too, that it was abandoned. But they would have had to have, he would have had to have known that previously, was my point. Let's see what we got here. Personally appeared. So affidavit amended on the case. Sergeant E. Dobson made an oath on the whereabouts. Friday, September 2nd, 2022 at approximately 7 a.m., Memphis police officers responded to a missing person at the 1544 Carr Avenue. Richard Fletcher advised that his wife, Eliza Fletcher, went for a regular run at 4 a.m. and had not returned home. She was last seen wearing a pink shirt, purple shorts, and running shoes at approximately 6:45 a.m. Citizen rode his bike on Central Avenue, Curling Street, and found the victim's cell phone, as well as a pair of Champion slide sandals laying in the street in the same area. Turned those items over to the family member of the victim, who in turned them over to investigators. Thereafter, investigators located video surveillance near 3876 Central Avenue that showed a black GMC passing, and then waiting for a victim to run by. A male exited the black GMC, trigger warning as they ran there. Let's see what else we got in here. The vehicle then sat in the parking lot with the victim inside for 4 minutes, then drove off. The vehicle had noticeable damage to the back passenger taillight area. Additionally, approximately 24 minutes before the abduction, a flock camera captured the same vehicle in the area and captured a partial plate of DX. On Friday the 2nd, Champion slide sandals were sent to TBI for DNA testing. Thereafter, investigators developed Cleotha Abston Henderson as the person of interest in the investigation. This led investigators to seek to confirm the whereabouts of Cleotha Abston Henderson. Before, during, and after the abduction, investigators were able to recover video footage. This location has been active. Utilities in the name of Gwendola Oke was found to reside at 5781 Westerstone Oakway. This location has active utilities in the name of Gwendolyn Brown. Researching law enforcement database revealed that Gwendola Brown has a black 2013 GMC Terrain with license plates BDX7952. That was registered to her. Investigators also located a police report due on 9/1/2022, listed the address of 5781 West Waterstone Oakway. Then interviewed the owner of Majesty's Cleaning Service, Marilyn Pickens, who verified that she employed Cleotha Abston Henderson. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat here at the same time. In back of it, beside the steps. I don't know what you're talking about. Many are asking that. So many cases could be solved. Champion slide sandals the day before this footage obtained. Majesty's Cleaning Service. Investigators obtained cellular records for the number, and analysis determined that the cellular device associated with the number was in front of 3876 Central Avenue, was seen being forced into the GMC. On September 3rd at approximately 10:45, the plate was located by MPD Sergeant Dottie. The vehicle was backed into a parking spot in a parking lot area of 5781 and was confirmed to be the vehicle and license plate number, notifiable damage. Officers then detained Cleotha, and investigators interviewed Chantel Anthony and stated that after the abduction, approximately 07 to 50 hours, she saw Cleotha Abson at home of Mario Abson in the 1765 block of South Orleans. This is not the house of Cleotha Abson lives. She stated Cleotha was cleaning the interior of the GMC with floor cleaner and stated that he was behaving oddly. This was later confirmed. Mario and Cleotha were brothers who stated that he too saw Cleotha cleaning the interior of the car with floor cleaner. Chantel Anthony and Mario was washing his clothes in the sink of the house. He stated that it appeared Cleotha Anderson was acting strange. Let's go to the other one here. Sorry if this is trigger warning. Justice, sorry, fingers are blind and I'm still asleep. No money should ever be on a human's life, and justice, everyone matters. Memphis Ali was all over this case, but Eliza was a billionaire heiress. It's always about the money. Yeah, there is other missing people in Memphis as well, and I don't want to get into it because it pisses me off. As the abduction was violent, with a video capturing forcing further in the probable cause, apparent witness statements that these injuries left on Monday the 5th, Homeland Security, SCSO search and rescue, search for Eliza Fletcher, Victoria Street, based on data from the FBI CAST team, search team 53, 2nd Squadron, Fields Officer, They researched video surveillance videos during the time of the incident. The videos revealed that on the 2nd, located at the street, the vehicle was exiting I-240. And the suspect's vehicle captured a camera located at Kerr Avenue. Medical examiner arrived. The female was positively identified. Yeah, I'm just glad that they took, it's got the booking number. So it looks like to me that they pieced everything together here, which is a good thing in this case. I wish they'd all spend this much time on them. It would definitely, there's a lot of missing people out there, but I understand this one was top priority here. And I believe this is the picture. So this is the property. You can see the tall weeds. You can see that it's not maintained. There's also over here on the right-hand side up above the window, there's also some damage to the actual house there, or duplex, whatever it's called. Now let me just see something here real quick, because I wanted to go over. I think that sums up everything as far as a press conference. I know there was a press conference yesterday that many of you have seen on other channels. I did want to bring up the court hearing for today as well. And I don't know. Oh, and before I forget you all here, today At 1 p.m. Central, we'll be over on checking convictions. We'll be talking cases over on checking convictions channel at 1 p.m. Today, Central Standard Time. So that would be 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So those are the footsteps. There is also a back door with the same cement steps. That's where she was found. Oh, so these, not these steps, but there's also a back door over here, and she was found outside, I guess. Nice. I can open up panel if anybody wants to come up and say anything or anybody knows anything. Something else that they've caught their eye on. I know that a lot of you are at work, but I dropped the link there. It will be from both channels. If I don't know you, you're going to have to show your face. But if I do know you, then we'll be good. And I know some of you are in, oh, I get it. Some of you are in another chat, and some of you are in my chat as we streamed it on both the channels today, and as we will in the future here. Hello, Frankie. I'm going to add you in, okay? All right, you're in the show, Frankie.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this. How's that? How's that?
You're echoing just a little bit. I think there's just a little bit of feedback.
You betcha. Hiya.
Can you hear us,
Missed
Frankie?
too. I can hear you well.
Okay, I hear you. Whatever it was that was making a little bit of noise, I think it's gone. Let me just hear. It's like a little. Do you have your phone close to your microphone? It sounds okay.
that?
There's a little static, but
Let's see if I can fix that.
yeah, there's just a little static.
I have to get a new mic. I thought this
There.
was gonna be a good one, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you
So what a
sound fine.
case.
What?
Perfect. What a case.
Yeah, what a case,
I
right?
honestly thought it, yeah, I thought it was going to be the husband. I really did.
Yeah.
I
I
just
don't know, you
did.
don't-
I mean, they were
You don't
separating.
see. Go ahead.
So, yeah, they were separating and not really getting along the best. So I just thought, oh, he's got a really, really big reason to make her go. And it ends up that it just might be totally random.
Well, I think my personal opinion is that I think that he was actually at the residence at some point.
It's kind of sounding like it.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
interesting to see when they do their investigation here, how much evidence that they have off of CCTVs, and if he was following her
Exactly.
around like days prior.
Mhm.
If not, it'd be good information for the public to have.
Absolutely. Yeah, something else. Just, you know, with the wealth that she has, it's a little bit surprising when something so random happens.
Yeah. Well, I didn't look. I don't know. I haven't done any research on this. Joe had a phone call in an emergency that she had to take care of. She'll be a while
Right.
on the phone. But I think I haven't done any research. They've been doing a lot of research. And when I say they, ArcticFox, Joe, Checking Convictions, Sluggish Sleuth, True Crime with
Oh,
Sunshine.
nice.
all behind the
Oh,
scenes,
nice.
missing in Georgia, Bling, all of them behind the
I've been
scenes
I
info and dumping in.
I've researched as well.
Did their house that they live in, the Fletchers, is it like a
Yes.
very, very expensive house or no, not really? Just
Oh yeah.
oh, it
No,
is a
big
really,
beautiful
really nice
house.
house. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah, it's on the corner. It's a corner house. And I would say 3 or 4 levels and kind of colonial. It's an older house. Some of the pictures I've seen, I mean, it seems very well kept. But yeah, beautiful house.
yeah. Well, I just hadn't gone that far with the with my like I haven't even started researching it
Yeah,
yet. But
no
I was
problem.
trying to keep up
So
with them.
my
They were going had so much information and stuff. It was hard for me to decipher through all of it.
oh, that's the thing. Like when the cases go this fast, it's it's just like information overload almost. And then of course all of us are working on more than one case. So when you get deep into one, it's pretty easy to lose track of these fast moving cases. So that house there, from what I understand, there is a back door, and it's got those same kind of cement steps that kind of lead up. And it sounds like he just basically tossed her over there. Like, yeah,
Well, he kind of
doesn't
had
sound
to
like he
know.
went out of his way.
Well, he kind of had to know nobody was living there, right?
Exactly. Oh, exactly. I'm thinking he was probably squatting. I don't know.
Well, the vehicle and the place he was staying at, I
His
want
brothers.
to learn. Well, there was another place in that affidavit that I read.
The apartments.
The other address had another person there.
Right.
It was a lady.
Right.
And I'm
Okay.
just curious if where is that lady at? Obviously, that was that
I've heard
lady's
nothing
car.
ever. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd think so.
So I don't know.
Oh,
So where is she? Is she an eyewitness? I'm going to go back through the affidavit when I'm done and
yeah.
see if we can see. I think it just seemed like a good dumping place to him. Maybe, but where's the lady
Absolutely.
staying at?
That's the thing. Maybe there's another victim out there. This guy,
Maybe.
I have a hard time. Well, I have a hard time believing, like, he's very violent. How did he go 2 years without harming someone? I think there's more people. He's too violent. He was out for 2 years. So what was he doing in that time? I don't think he was being a good boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be one to continue to watch because I have a feeling that the investigation is just starting, and
I think you're right.
and I'm just curious at that house that he was staying at and used their vehicle. Did he have a driver's license? And B,
Right?
where
I
is
don't know that.
where's the other person? And then
Exactly.
if he was staying there, how many other places was he staying at? Is there more people where he had access to other vehicles? Maybe I'm far-fetched out there, opening my mind up too much, but
Well, a person does have to think of all the different variables, just, throw them out there and, I don't know, try to process each one individually and throw that one into the mix if it's. Honestly, when they said that the husband probably was not involved, I was shocked. Like, I'm still kind of thinking, okay, he's got to be somehow. It's just so random. And to take shears from the house, like, I know he may have worked there, but that's just, and her vehicle even. Just kind of a couple of really odd things they would go. The computer, I can understand. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. This has caught me off guard the last couple of days.
Yes.
Like the way that he did things, there's got to be more people out there. Sad to say.
That's what I think. Yeah. I mean, like serial killers cannot stop. They just can't. Violent people, male or female, when it's this bad, they don't take 2-year breaks. They just don't. It's almost like it's like a serial killer has that need. It's almost like they have that need, and he's a predator.
Well, at 16, locked up. I don't know when he got out. What, 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
So I guess it'd be digging on the last 2 years and seeing the crime and what's gone on in that area in the last 2 years based on the addresses that he's providing.
Exactly. They're gonna. Yeah, they're gonna have to check out his history for the last 2 years. See, like you said, see where he was, and see if anyone. And it sounds like male or female. It doesn't sound like he's got a preference when it comes to SA. It's just the females he might believe are maybe easier prey. I think she put up a fight, though.
Yeah, they got some real good things in chat here. He planned it out. He knew what,
there we go.
who, where was going to take place that Friday morning. I 100% agree with you. He just wasn't too smart in doing it because he was caught on camera right where he did it at, and maybe he just didn't care anymore. I don't know.
And then he was wearing slides, like flip-flops. Who wears flip-flops? So where they got his DNA from is a flip-flop they left behind when she was fighting him.
Yeah, I know. Well, and the thing that says there was a witness or somebody in the affidavit that said that somebody had picked up the phone and given the shoes back to the husband, and that is right. And then it was given back over to the investigators. That's kind of weird, but I guess if you found shoes and found a phone, at least whoever found them did the right thing. And
a water bottle, I think, as well.
Yeah. I could assume why LE took her car, but why would they take the pruning shears from her home? And I think that he actually was doing some, maybe he cleaned their house. I don't know. He worked for Majestic Cleaning Service. Maybe he cleaned their house and he couldn't get something up on top of one of the bushes on the house or something, and he took care of it. Who knows?
So that's what he was doing? He was landscaping?
Well, the Majestic Services, I don't know what they are. I haven't looked into them yet. But it was a Majestic Cleaning Services is the company he worked for. And
right.
If he cleaned the house or I don't know. I'm sure that will come out later on in trial and in other affidavits that get brought up. But I didn't see anything to do with the shears in the affidavit. So.
Okay, just so random. There's Amy, BTK, and Bundy, I thought had cooling off periods. BTK, he did. Like, he went a lot of years once he had a family and what have you. But Bundy, I don't think he had any kind of cooling off period unless he was in jail and trying to climb out a window. Like, do you remember Bundy having any kind of cooling off periods?
I don't know.
Yeah, he just bounced around doing what it was that he did. When I was a kid, I read every single book on him. Yeah. I remember Florida with Bundy. They were saying, actually, even over the airways, turn off your lights. This is the day he was getting executed. Turn off your lights, save the power for Bundy. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. He stayed
So
pretty
did
busy.
Bundy checking convictions? Did Bundy take any kind of cooling off period?
He escaped
I
Florida
don't
while that
remember.
had to believe. I don't know what that means. Not really checking, so he stayed pretty busy.
Yeah, I didn't. He really did. He really did. Yeah. Yeah. Too smart. Made him crazy like a lot of people. So I bet you, I mean, there's not much else they're going to need to get this Cleo guy. I mean, they've got his DNA, they've got her now, they've got her Lulu, CCTV.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty much a done deal on this one. The problem is did he do this to anybody else? And,
Yep, that's right. That's right. They would have his DNA from being in jail. So that's what they would have matched him up with, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think when they found the slides with his DNA on it and they had the footage already, that was enough. I just don't understand why they gave him a $500,000 bond. Like they shouldn't have even did that from the beginning, but
yeah, that was unusual, wasn't it?
yeah, it was weird. Maybe because the other charges didn't come down. I don't know. It was really strange. Why you give somebody any type of a bond until, I mean, they could have held him over. What is today? Today is the 7th. They found her yesterday, right? So yesterday was the 6th. When did he get arrested? On the 3rd?
Oh, what day was that?
I'm just trying to figure out the timeline because you only have so many hours to hold them.
Okay.
But then
the
you
US
also have to charge them with something or let them go. And I think they charged him with something the day before. They had to charge him with something, day before they found her. So you have to charge him with something, but I can't believe they gave him a bond with all the evidence that they already had.
Yeah. Yeah. US, I'm in Canada. So I find it interesting, like, I mean, there's federal, so that's everything across the US, but each state can have such different type of policing. I find it really interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, and credit card fraud.
Well,
the bond is absurd for him.
Yeah, I can't believe that they gave him any type of a bond from the beginning when they had his slides there. Maybe they didn't have enough evidence to prove that stuff. I don't know.
Well, they had that CCTV or whatever as well. Like they've got her running, they've got him stuffing her into the car. The only thing they had her clothes. The only thing they didn't have at that point was her body.
Yeah.
Because he threw that Lulu out in that dumpster, I think. Yeah, no bail. They took that away from him. Right?
Yeah, they took away, there's no bond. no bail.
Yeah.
I don't know. He probably won't have another court date for. I don't know how backed up their system is, but I'd imagine he's gonna request for a speedy trial.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Maybe 2 months out, maybe a month out. I don't know.
Just trying to see. my
Nana
notes.
of 6, yes. That changed because of the new murder charge. And
Mhm.
well, they revoked his bond or bail on the other charges as well. So even those charges, even if something gets thrown out or something isn't right or whatever, one thing gets thrown out, he's not going anywhere. We're not letting him out.
No,
So
no. He's done. Like you said, just start checking the areas that he's been in now and see what he's been up to.
that's 6. So this was them compiling all their stuff yesterday. And accusing thereof, you are hereby commanded in the name of the state to arrest, so the affidavit, and bring him or her before the judge.
So I'm still a little bit confused about that Henderson. Is Abston his middle name, or does he have 2 last names?
Let me go to the other page I had. Especially aggravated kidnapping, tampering with evidence for their oath. I take it as Henderson is maybe a previous name. Maybe it was adopted out at some
Maybe.
point. Maybe when he was 11 and went into foster care or something, he ended up getting adopted. I don't know.
Yeah, officers then detained Cleotha Abston Henderson.
And parentheses Henderson, so I don't know what the parentheses Henderson means.
Yeah, no. Me either. Like you said, maybe just a second name, whichever way it happens. And they got his cellular device, it says. Or was that hers? Because I know they got hers.
I'm going to pause out for 1 second, okay?
Sure. So is this case surprising to you guys as well? I'm glad it wasn't the husband. The kids don't have to live with that. But honestly, I was surprised. But I think this guy did it on his own. Checking convictions DNA is what will get him the death penalty and the brutality of the murder. Yeah, 100%. Wow. It's crazy, the stuff that's been going on lately. I've been busy with this case, and for my other channel, I started a second channel. I'm doing one on Ivan Millet. It's called The Backpack Killer. So that's over there.
Maya Melolete? Is that what you said?
One more time?
You said you started another channel.
A second channel, I did.
What's it called?
I've done same thing. Frankie Rose's Crime Updates, historical cases.
Okay.
So, do you know who Roger Rogerson is from
No, I don't.
Australia? Okay, Crooked Cop, really interesting. And the other one I did was Griselda Blanco, and she was like a queen pin with the Medellin cartel. And yeah, now I'm working on the backpack killer, is what they called him, Ivan Millet. And then I've been working, like I say, on this case. So I've been keeping busy. My house is a mess. I think this
Yeah.
case is amazingly tragic, yet also brings awareness that we must remain vigilant to our surroundings. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna wrap this up here.
Yeah, you betcha. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming up here. We'll be over at Checking Convictions in an hour on her channel.
Nice.
And what else we got here? I guess the biggest thing we can do is hopefully this is a tragic loss here for the family, and
Absolutely.
we definitely need to keep the family in our thoughts and prayers, as this is a horrific thing that has happened to them, and
Yes.
it can affect somebody for a long, long time. And we should all be
Oh,
kind
they'll
to
never
one
be the
another.
same.
And as always, just like people did in this case, if you see something, say something.
Yes. Absolutely.